Hello, today we learn scalar and the vector. First of all, what is a scalar quantity and what is a vector? A quantity which have the only magnitude and a quantity which have the direction plus magnitude is called the vector quantity, and which have the only magnitude is known as the scalar quantity. Okay, what is a scalar? Here we see some example. Length of a car is 4.5 meter. Here length is a physical quantity and the 4.5 meter is its magnitude. So length is a scalar quantity. Mass of a gold bar is 1 kg. Here mass is a physical quantity and 1 kg is a magnitude. Time is a 4. Here time is 12.76 second. Time is a physical quantity and 12.76 is a magnitude. Temperature is 36.8 Celsius. Then temperature is a physical quantity and 36.8 is its magnitude. So, as on the above example, a physical quantity which have the only magnitude is called a scalar quantity. Some example is length, mass, temperature, time, volume, etc. What is a vector quantity? As I told earlier, a quantity which have the magnitude and direction is called a vector quantity. Here position of a California from North California is 3600 km in the west direction. So here position is both west direction plus 3600 m, which is a magnitude. So we can say that the position is a vector quantity. Displacement from USA to China is 11600 km in east. Here east is a direction and 11600 km is magnitude. So displacement is a vector quantity. So a physical quantity which have the magnitude and direction is called a vector quantity. Gravitational force, position, force and velocity. Here in the gravitational force, the direction of gravitational force is always towards the center of the earth. The representation of the vector. Vector representation can be done in the different way. The most common used method is the represented by arrowhead on the top of the vector name. Suppose here we have the one vector, say vector AB, then it can be represented by like this. Here A is the starting point, or we can say that it is a tail, or we can say that it is a source of the vector origin, and the B is the ending point, or it can be also known as the head. Vector can also be represented by the single capital letter as on the below. Capital letter A, capital letter B and capital letter P, or we can say the vector A, vector B and vector P. Some vector quantities are represented by their respective symbols with an arrow above it. Means some physical quantity like position, which is always represented by the small letter R, velocity, which is always represented by the V, force, which is always represented by the F, can be denoted by the vector like position vector R, position vector, velocity vector V and the force V. Electric field is always represented by the capital letter E. Vector addition. Vector addition can be done the two method. First one is the triangle law method and second one is the parallelogram. Let's see the triangle method. In the triangle method, we want to add the vector A with vector B. Then there will the tail of the vector B must be connected to the tail of the vector A. Then we can say that the vector C is the resultant vector of the vector A and vector B. Suppose we have the one vector A which is represented by the 3ax and the another vector B which is represented by the 4ax. Then the vector A plus B can be represented by the 3ax plus 4ay is equal to 4ax is equal to 7ax. So resultant vector here is C equal to 7ax. Parallelogram law method. In the parallelogram method, for a vector addition, the vectors are translated to a common origin. Means the starting point of both the vector is the origin point, or will start from the same point. And the parallelogram constructed as follow. Suppose we have the vector A and vector B, then first of all we make that the origin point or the starting point will be the same, and then we extend them in such a way that they make the parallelogram, and the resultant diagonal of the parallelogram is the addition of the vector A and vector B. Vector subtraction. The subtraction of vector B from vector A is defined to add the negative vector B to the vector A. Means suppose we require to subtract the vector B from vector A, then we add the negative vector B to the vector A. Vector multiplication with scalar. Scalar means a quantity which have the only magnitude, means they have the only real numbers. Suppose we have the one vector, say vector A, which is multiplied by the 3, then it can be represented by the 3a vector. Here the direction of the, if the scalar is a positive quantity, then the direction of the multiplier vector will be the same. But if the scalar quantity is a negative, means negative quantity, then the multiplier will be the multiplied vector will have the opposite direction. Multiplying a vector by a vector. There is the two methods to multiply a vector by a vector. First one is the dot product and second one is the cross product. Dot product. The output of the dot product is always scalar product or a scalar quantity. Mathematically, it can be represented by the if vector A and vector B, then dot product have the mathematical formula magnitude of A, magnitude of B, cos theta. Here theta is the angle between the vector A and the vector B. Some properties. Scalar product is the commutative, means we can multiply the two vectors either A dot B or B dot A. The scalar product is distributive over the vector addition, means we can distribute the dot product over the addition, like A dot B plus C. The scalar product of two perpendicular vector is 0, means suppose we have the one vector A and second one vector is B, and the both have the angle between them is 90 angle. Then as per the dot product formula, the cos 90 is the 0, and 0 cross any value will be gives the answer 0. So A dot B of the perpendicular vector gives always the 0 vector or null vector. The scalar product of a vector with itself is equal to the square of its magnitude, means suppose we have the one vector A and we multiply it itself, then as per the mathematical formula we can write that A magnitude of A, magnitude of cos theta. Here both have the same vector, means both have the same direction, so angle between them will be the 0. and cos 0 gives the answer 1. So magnitude of A dot magnitude of A 1 will be the gives the answer of the square. The scalar product of two same unit vector is some 1 and the two different unit vector is 0. First of all, what is a unit vector? A vector which have the magnitude 1 and it is always represent the direction. Here I dot I, j dot j and k dot j means we multiply the same vector with itself, and this is a unit vector which has the magnitude 1. So as per the mathematical formula, I dot I is equal to magnitude of I cos theta. Here theta will be the 0 and magnitude of unit vector is 1. Sorry, cos 0 is the 1. So multiply of the 1 into 1 into 1 will be the give the answer 1. Similarly, if you have if we multiply the two different unit vector, here in the Cartesian coordinate system it is always the orthogonal, means I, j and k have the orthogonal relationship. They all are the perpendicular, means I and j, in between I and j there will the angle is 90 degree. So cos 90 will be the answer 0 and all our give the answer 0. Calculate scalar product using the component. First of all, what is a component? Suppose we have the one vector A is equal to AI into I, AX into I direction, AY into J direction and AZ into K direction. Then here AX, AY and AZ is a component in the I direction, J direction and the K direction respectively. Similarly, B vector is equal to BIX, BYJ and the BZK. Then the BAX, BY and BZ is the component in respectively IJ and K direction. And if we do we do the dot product of the A dot B, then as per the mathematically we can say that AXI plus vector A dot AB. Here we first multiply the AXI component with the whole vector BXI, BYJ and BZK. Similarly, AYJ, AZK. Then we get the AX, BX into I dot I. As per above, we have seen that I dot I always give the answer 1 and J dot I, K dot J and the other will give the answer always 0. So we get this and this only in the final answer. Okay, vector product. As we know, vector product is always give the vector quantity, whereas the dot product is give the always the scalar quantity. Okay, the mathematical formula of the vector product is A cross B is equal to AB sin theta AN. Here AN is used for the represent the resultant vector direction. And it can be always represented by the right hand thumb rule. Here suppose we multiply the A vector to the vector B, then as per the right hand thumb rule the direction of the C is in the direction of the thumb. If properties of the vector product, the vector product is anti-commutative, means it cannot follow the commutative law like the dot product. A dot B is equal to B dot A. Here in the cross product A cross B is not equal to B cross A, but it is equal to the negative B cross A. The vector product is distributive over the additions like dot product. vector product can also be distributed in the addition of the vector like this. The magnitude of vector product of two perpendicular vector is maximum. Means if we have the two vector which is the 90 angle, then as per the mathematical formula sin 90 will be the answer 1. So we get the maximum value of the cross product. So vector product of a vector itself is a null vector. Sin 0 degrees always go the 0 value, and the multiplication of the 0 to the any value will gives the answer 0. The vector product of two same unit vector is a null vector. Means suppose we multiply the unit vector I cross I, means as per the formula magnitude of I sin theta, and sin theta will be the here 0 degree, and sin 0 will be the 0 with the 1 gives the answer 0. The vector product of two different unit vector is a third unit vector. It is the most important because we know that in a Cartesian coordinate system all the vector is the perpendicular to each other. Means if we apply the right hand thumb rule between these two vectors, a vector A and vector I and vector J, then the right hand thumb rule, according to the right hand thumb rule, the direction of the thumb will be the denoted the third one vector. Here it will be the K. Similarly, I cross J is equal to K, J cross K is equal to I, K cross I is equal to J. And we also know that the vector product is follow the anti-commutative, means J cross I will be the negative direction of K, K cross J will be the negative value of the I, and the I cross K gives the negative direction of the J. The calculate vector product using the component. It is a very simple. Here we use the matrix method. A cross B is equal to can be represented by the direction I, J and K, the component of AX, AY and AXZ, component of BX, BY and YZ. Then we multiply this way. Means I can be represented by the AY BZ minus AZ BY minus J AX into B AX into BZ and AZ into BZ plus K between AX BY minus BY AY BX. Okay, thank you.